brings it to you live once again. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Hart. By my side, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Ingram?
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And the consistency of his jump shot is another thing we should say about him. I mean, it doesn't matter how many defenders are flying at him, his stroke is never changing.
Look at New Orleans. Tough loss for them in Game 1. We'll see if they can rally back in front of their hometown crowd to tie the series.
And Kevin, this virtually becomes a must-win situation because of that loss in Game 1. It's happened so rarely that a team loses the first 2 games at home and ends up winning a playoff series.
Yeah, they'll be stumbling if this one gets away from them, no doubt. Having to hit the road knowing they need to win 2 games in hostile territory. But if they right the ship here today, I think it'll be anybody's series.
New Orleans shooting their first foul shot of the night. On defense, New Orleans. It's a 5-point game. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
I thought overall, Kevin, it was mostly the defensive effort that hurt them. Just no energy, no purpose.
Steve, I thought they were late on their rotations. They didn't really communicate well, and as a result, they paid for it.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Now the pass to Irving. Knocked away. Now Murray feeds it to Richardson. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. The Pelicans have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for it to start off this game. Williamson, the pass to Valanciunas. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He assaulted the glass, you're right, then assaulted the rim.
Yeah, now that's getting the job done on the boards.
Williamson. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Johnson. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Cannot hit. And New Orleans will come the other way. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He was clearly feeling good coming out of the locker room. They were so composed in that Game 1 upset, and he's looking for more of the same today. He said, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but if we could ever go home 2-0, we will be extremely tough to beat. No doubt about that, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. The Spurs shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And Richardson drops them both.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to McDermott for 3. San Antonio again missing. Pelicans leading by 3. Graham gives him the lead pass. Here's Valanciunas. And the layup's good off the glass. Valanciunas has got his first 2 points of the night.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time. And force the defense to adapt and adjust.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Here's Murray after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Pass to Irving. That's good. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Now here's McCollum. Not a lot of room. Ingram. Pelicans keep it alive. Williamson, the pass to Valanciunas. Another shot. No good from Williamson.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
And that one's good. Richardson's got 6.
Boy, he's looked great so far, right from the opening tip. Offensively, looks like he's brought his A game.
And here are the Pelicans now, after the made shot for Richardson. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Straight to the bucket with a nice head of steam.
Well, no reason to slow it down when there's nothing in the way.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for New Orleans.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific too. Clark, we're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
The Pelicans have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Passes it to Murray. He dishes it to Johnson. Back to Richardson. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Now here's McCollum. He's got 5. Graham. He's covered by Murray. Graham kicks to McCollum. 6 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. That's good. McCollum's got 7 points.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense. The entire defense was frozen footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the players who led the NBA in rebounding during the regular season. You take a look at Valanciunas, one of the game's best, second in the league.
You know, Kevin, you look at his numbers, and without question, one of the reasons they made it to the postseason is because of how he rebounded the basketball all year long.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Here's McDermott, defended by Ingram. Johnson for 3. Here's Pirtle. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Valanciunas has got his 3rd rebound tonight. The pass to Ingram. Launches a 3. The rebound by the Spurs. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. The Spurs making a switch here. It's stolen. He feeds it to Richardson. Lets it go from the wing. Nance with the rebound. Pelicans leading by 4. Graham with the ball. Now defended by Richardson. Pass to Ingram. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, and he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty. The way he can blast his way straight through traffic. He's really strong.
And Steve, he's earned a nickname that's familiar to anybody that's followed basketball, the microwave. There's no slow build-up with him. All he needs is one shot to go down, and it can set him off, turn him into a real scoring machine. He cooks with gas, not electricity.
Here is Nance after the made shot from Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ingram. Here's Hernandez. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want it.
Murray, the pass to Richardson. Doubled by McCollum. Richardson dishes to Collins. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Ingram.
And the fadeaway was about his only option there. Really good defensive position.
There's the 3. And the basket by McCollum. And it's a 9-point New Orleans lead.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Murray, the pass to Richardson. Dishes it to Johnson. Working on Nance. Johnson. Graham defending. Here's Murray. 5 points in the game. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. San Antonio making a switch here. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 13-4 run right now. To the inside. It's stolen by Jones. Number 24. That one's good from the corner. Pelicans leading by 7. 1:39 left in the first. Here's Temple, and the shot falls short this time.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Now here's Jones. Picked away. And here they come. Snell, a huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back, straight to the rack.
And it's Walker penetrating. Hits the bucket. Walker's got his first points of the night. New Orleans is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Temple kicks to Jones. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Bart, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Here's Collins. He kicks it to Walker. Makes it off the glass. Walker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Here's Nance. Hernan Gomez kicks it out to Jones. Nance outside, 5 to shoot, gets it to go. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
That's a big reason why they're trailing, Clark. They haven't gotten many stops here.
Jones drives in. The kick out to Walker from deep. They get it back. Number 24. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided.
Western Conference, Round 1. The Phoenix Suns go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Catch the action next Sunday night.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this Game 2. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
They've got Garrett Temple, and it's Jones in at the power forward position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Temple gets the bucket. Spurs trail by 12. Outside, Jones. Stolen away. And here we go. Murphy dishes to Jones. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Jones. And for the Spurs, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Pass to Langford. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
The Spurs have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. The Spurs making a switch here. New Orleans leading by 10. And Temple kicks to Hayes. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
And the pass to Langford. Hurdle, covered by Hayes. Number 24, drains it from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And Temple kicks to Murphy. The feed to Temple. He passes to Murphy. Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Temple can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 9. The dish to Jones. Left block shot on the way. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Temple gets the screen from Valanciunas. Snell.
It looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
The Spurs making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Here's Graham. And again, no good by New Orleans. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Murray. Number 24, defended by Temple. Hurdle. And Valanciunas with the block. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And then Murphy with the dunk.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
He can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up in the paint.
They're just way too porous as a defense right now. A lot of holes in that defense. It's a good time to use a timeout here.
The Spurs making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Murray the pass to Langford. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Pelicans leading by 9. Here's Temple. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, he's a shooter, and I think you have to watch for him to drift to that corner spot. That's his favorite spot on the floor. And anytime the offense is flowing, he'll just kind of drift out of sight into that corner, and if a teammate can find him, he'll knock it down.
And I don't think you can look past what a fearless player he is, too, guys. I mean, just look at all the charges he takes.
Here's Murray. Rejected by Hayes. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And 2 shots coming up at the line as it gets fouled on the shot. Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Both free throws good from Graham.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
This team is never afraid to get physical. I think they enjoy this style of play.
They get a hand on it. Back to Johnson. It's Richardson on the wing. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Richardson's got 9.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
And Hayes kicks to Green. A rebound by the Spurs. Johnson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's Richardson on the wing. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Well, we've had some big guys in the NBA this season that were not afraid to let it fly from deep, and here were the best among them. Here's McDermott, and it's San Antonio with another.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Now, here's Richardson, defended by McCollum. Richardson, good.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
McCollum dishes to Hayes. The basket drops and gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
What a play. The hoop plus the arm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
Back to Johnson. Kicks to Richardson. Passes to Murray. Ball's knocked loose off his foot, and the official saying it was kicked. Here's McDermott, defended by Ingram. Here's Richardson. Offensive rebound.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
He lobs it up. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And I like the choice, making the conservative finish, making sure of the 2 points.
Pass to McDermott. No good. Some solid defense from McCollum.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
The tray. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Spurs trail by 17. And there's the pass to Murray. Soft touch off the glass. 7 points in the game. The Pelicans have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. McCollum passes to Williamson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He really is a high flyer, guys. It's kind of rare for a power forward, but he needs it because he is undersized.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Williamson. Pelicans leading by 17. Oh, and there's
Up high and down hard. That's what he uses. The solo alley-oop. That's not something we see too often.
timed it perfectly. You're right. It caught the defense totally off guard.
I remember Tracy McGrady doing that. First guy I ever saw pull that off.
Here's New Orleans. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Ingram. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Graham kicks to Hayes. Feeds it to McCollum. And stolen by Richardson. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. But they'll get another chance. Knocks it loose. The second chance effort. Nice D from Graham.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Passes it to Ingram. Here's McDermott. Leads him in there. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
McCollum dishes to Graham. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Williamson. And at last, they get one to fall. He's got 8.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
No good from Ingram.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Murray, the pass to Johnson. Turtle, defended by Williamson. Richardson kicks to McDermott, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And the Spurs making a change here. Collins is checked in. He dishes it to Richardson. No good. And New Orleans will come the other way. 1:53 left in the first half, and that one's good.
He's so reliable. His offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
Murray, the pass to Collins. Nance with some nice D.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that's how.
Inside.
It's a real alley alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Man, it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
He feeds it to Richardson. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Richardson's got 15.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Nance, he's guarded by Collins. Nance, no good. Rob. The shot's good from Williamson. And the Pelicans lead by 19.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Poked away. Stolen by McCollum. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, when you think about instant offense, his name comes to mind immediately. Doesn't take much for him to get it going and run off a string of buckets.
And Steve, near the bucket, he's one of the best finishers around. I mean, he does a great job of using his strong body to fight through contact and get to the rack.
That's tipped. There's the pass to Murray. Here's McDermott, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Collins, and that one's good. Collins has got his first bucket of the night.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Here's Graham, dishes it to McCollum. Pass to Williamson. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. 16 points for him.
Good defense, but gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
What unbelievable postseason action we've got.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to our coverage of Round 1 in the NBA playoffs.
And what a tremendous game for McCollum. He has 18 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. We've got Johnson. Richardson is out there with McDermott, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
On the wing, Johnson. A steal, and they're running. Here's Ingram. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Passes it to Irving. He kicks it to Johnson. That is good. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Richardson the pass to Irving. Back to Richardson. Got a piece of it. Murray. The 3. They get the rebound.
An 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
McDermott kicks to Johnson. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
That whistle got a big response from this crowd, and it is not a favorable one, let's say.
I'll tell you what, the fans can't believe that they made that call.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Poked loose, unhindered, going all the way. And the dunk by Graham.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
He just could not contain himself.
Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. The pass to Irving. The feed to Richardson. Pass to Murray. Girdle tries to save it. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. Here's the 2K leaderboard to show us the top defenders from the regular season. These are the steal leaders. New Orleans has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on all.
Back to Richardson. Releases from the wing and drills it. Richardson's got 17 now.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
For New Orleans, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. That free throw missing. 2 shots. He hits the second from the line. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. San Antonio calls timeout. Have to like what we're seeing from McCollum.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Boneheaded play, guys. Plain and simple.
Yep, brain fade is what I like to call it. There's no way they're getting out of the hole making mistakes like that.
Here's Ingram. And again, no good by New Orleans.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
Richardson, no luck. And New Orleans pushing it up now. There's the dish to McCollum. He passes to Valanciunas. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
Down low, here's Murray. Rejected by Green, and he gets it back. Murray, good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Graham dishes to McCollum. Pass to Williamson. He goes in for the top.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far as say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk.
I can feel that.
Send a message.
Yes, a message and put it on the highlight reel for later.
And it's Johnson penetrating. And Valanciunas with the block. Ingram passes to Graham. And it's blocked by Richardson. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Rejected by McCollum. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And the Spurs making a change here. Walker the pass to Irving. Some solid defense from Williamson. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Kicks it to Valanciunas. The pass to Williamson. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Pelicans.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Here's Murray. 9 points in the game so far. Pelicans with the rebound.
He's not a guy they're going to be able to count on the way he's playing in this quarter.
McCollum kicks to Green. Feeds it to Valanciunas. Got it. Good job in the low post. Valanciunas has got 8 points.
Textbook. Right there. Nice pass. Great catch. Beautiful finish.
There's a screen. Number 24. off target with his three. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Ingram passes to Graham. No one near him. The offensive rebound. Pass to Ingram. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Bates.
He's normally a really big threat from long range. Struggling right now. He might need to mix his game up a little bit.
Rejected by Bates. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Murray, no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
To the middle, number 24. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 7.
He kind of threaded the needle with that pass into the paint.
He dishes it to Valanciunas. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Passes it to Bates. He feeds it to Walker. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And they're on the break. Snell, defended by Bates. But they get it back. Pass to Murphy from the arc. Gets it to go. Murphy's got his second bucket of the night.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Outside, Jones. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Temple gets the bucket.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
Number 34. That's good. New Orleans has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. To the paint. Stolen by Walker. And the pass to Bates. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Offensive rebound. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. We've got a chance now to show you the hottest shooting teams over the course of the regular season. Pelicans, number 1.
You know, this team had excellent numbers during the regular season, and I would not be surprised to see them heating up here in the postseason as well. They had a nice rhythm going as the regular season came to a close.
New Orleans has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Here's Ingram. Misses off the left iron.
He can't get anything to drop. And the way he's scoring, I'm not sure it's something he should try to shoot his way out of.
No, that might only serve to make things worse, Steve. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
Throws down the breakaway jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Snell. Another one falls for New Orleans. 1:39 left in the third quarter. Pass to Langton. Tipped. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Graham. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Graham's got 12.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Number 34. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Graham with the ball. Jones covering. And another three for New Orleans.
Oh, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
And stolen by Graham. Dishes it to Jones. It's stolen by Jones. Number 24. And he brings it down.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Here's Graham, defended by Jones. Jones, no luck.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Here's Langford. Plays it up and banks it in. New Orleans has gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Ingram. Hits the jumper in space. He's got 13.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in second.
He kicks to Jones. Throws it up high. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Here's Jones. Fades. No good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided.
First round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Milwaukee Bucks go on the road to battle the Brooklyn Nets. It's the NBA next Sunday.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. The Pelicans shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. We've got Nance, and it's Hayes in at the 4. That's the Pelicans 5.
They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it.
Goes up the baseline. He squares up and sinks it.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
Temple dishes to Murphy. Defended by Langford. From past the arc. And the basket by Murphy. Murphy's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
Tipped away. Jones kicks to Collins. Back to Jones. No good. Nance with some nice D.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, it certainly calls it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Right through the D for the layup.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
Now here's Jones, defended by Temple. To the inside. Nance with the rebound.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And a fast break now for the Spurs.
Good aggressive finish on the break.
That's as easy a 2 points as you could ask for.
The Pelicans have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. That's good. Murphy's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well done, finishing that one off.
Passes to Langford. Off his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. San Antonio making a switch here. The feed to Jones. Spurs working the ball around now. Langford, the pass to Collins. Poked away. Shot clock at 6. And Hayes throws it down.
You know, how exciting is it, guys, to see him go hard to the basket like that? I love it.
It's always fun to see, and it's one of the sights you can count on when he's out there, for sure.
Yeah, but you've got to try to do more to slow him down. You can't play him so soft near the hoop.
Langford, the pass to Bates. Walker. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. To the middle. Temple, defended by Bates. That drops.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Collins, a screen on Murphy. Outside, Walker. A three ball. No luck. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 13-4 run. Snell, guarded by Walker. Misses the three. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Collins dishes to Jones. It's Jones on the wing. Outside, Walker. He passes to Bates.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
You know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
The Spurs making a switch here. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Jones kicks to Walker. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's Temple. Hits it from three-point range. Temple's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Jones, the pass to Collins. Looking to end the drought. That's good. New Orleans gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Temple dishes to Nance. Knocked away. Taken away by Hayes. Makes the lead pass. And Murphy kicks to Nance. And finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
Temple can't get it to go.
Well, you got to love the effort, but probably an ill-advised decision in the end to go for that alley-oop.
Yep, that sequence went from pretty to ugly in a hurry.
Here's Temple. Snell. The dish to Temple. And another three for New Orleans.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Now they're feeling confident, and they're in a good flow offensively, so why not just keep firing from out there?
Jones drives in, banked in off the glass. New Orleans gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Nance. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will avoid the basket there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
San Antonio making a switch here. Outside, Jones. Walker. It's rebounded down by Temple. Temple's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Here's Nance. And it's good.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. The pass to Bates. Pelicans with the rebound. And here's Murphy. Snell, defended by Bates. Here's Nance. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Nance has got 10 points in the quarter.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
number 34. Pelicans pull it in. Temple's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. New Orleans making a switch here. Jones with it. Kicks it to Walker. From deep. It's rebounded down by Temple. Temple's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He just has not been a viable option for them this quarter.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. The Spurs making a switch here. San Antonio's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Jones drives in. Comes up empty down low.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. At least as I look at it.
Outside, Jones. A three-pointer is right on target. The Spurs shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Now here's Jones, defended down by Temple. Jones drives in. And again, unable to change momentum here. New Orleans has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Here's Hernandez. Kicks it out to Jones. They get it again. Feeds to Temple. Back to Jones. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Well, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
The Spurs shooting 43% for the game. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
It's intercepted. On a fast break now for the Pelicans. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. 3-on-3, number 34. And he slams that one down.
Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, a perfectly run fast break ends in a slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Jones.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
Back to Jones. Number 34. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Fans don't like that call one bit.
Well, the officials got an earful as a result.
Hey, and there's the call by the official. They'll cop the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Pass to Bates. Back to Jones. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. And his offense just hasn't been there.
Well, ever since the second half started, he's been ice cold. Very little going his way right now.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
Good on both. San Antonio's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. It's stolen. Here's Temple. Offline. So we see New Orleans taking the W here.